Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. This was the entirety of the book. Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. What was Colleen thinking? What drugs was she on when she wrote this? For the love of God, let's stop romanticizing emotionally abusive men. Miles Archer is shit. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima and I review books on this channel. If you're a fan of these books, then please watch this review on mute. It's going to upset you and then you're gonna hate me for it. So it's best if you just avoid. This video is not made to hurt the sentiments of any reader. It's just for entertainment and it's just me speaking my mind unapologetically. Today I will be reviewing two of Colleen Hoover's books, All Perfects and Ugly Love. Let's start with Ugly Love. Okay, so this is about two characters, Tate and Miles, our main couple. Tate recently moves in with her brother for work. She goes to her brother's apartment, and guess what? She opens the door to the apartment and she finds somebody passed out drunk in front of the door, and that someone is Miles, our hot and dashing and broken-hearted hero. So they meet, and it's lust at first sight. And that's all. Nothing else. It was just lust at first sight. Miles is a pilot, and that is a very important fact in the story, along with the fact that he's Tate's brother's best friend. Miles can't do relationships because of some unexpected thing that has hurt him in the past, so now he can only have no strings attached flings. How romantic, right? And of course, Tate being Tate, she can't say no to such an amazing offer, can she? So she jumps right in. Also, this isn't just Tate's and Miles' story. This is Tate plus Miles and Rachel's story. Who is Rachel, you ask? Rachel is Miles' ex-girlfriend who Colleen Hoover thought would be best if she becomes his stepsister later on in the book. Oh my god, incest! Rachel and Miles already know each other. Lisa says to my father. He smiles, and relief floods his face. Good, good, he says, repeating the word twice, as if it could make things better. No, bad, bad. I disliked Miles' point of view so much. Clearly, he seemed more in love with Rachel, or at least he vowed to never love anyway the way he loved Rachel. Yes, it was that intense, and considering the fact that she was his stepsister, makes this very disgusting. Almost all of Miles' points of view in this book are about the past, and most of these past chapters are of him falling so deeply and passionately in love with Rachel that he turns into Shakespeare. Rachel leans against the counter while I load the dishwasher. She watches me do my best to ignore her. She doesn't realize she's everywhere. She's in everything. Every single thing has just become Rachel. It's consuming me. My thoughts aren't thoughts anymore. My thoughts are Rachel. I can't fall in love with you, Rachel. I look at the sink. I want to look at Rachel. I breathe in air. I want to breathe in Rachel. I close my eyes. I only see Rachel. I wash my hands. I want to touch Rachel. Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. This was the entirety of the book. Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. My mouth forgets how to speak. My arms forget how to reach out to introduce the person they're attached to. My heart forgets to wait and get to know a girl before it starts to claw its way out of my chest to get to her. Rachel, 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 Rachel. She's like poetry, like prose and love letters and lyrics cascading down the center of a page. I did not appreciate or like this kind of writing that Colleen Hoover used in the book. Nearly all of Miles' point of view chapters were styled this way, and quite frankly, I don't get why. Is there some poetic message that I fail to understand? I smell her, subtly. She notices anyway. I tell her she smells good. She says, thank you. Whoa, relax, you creep. We could have done with just one past Miles' point of view instead of making it every second chapter or making it 60% of the content. Then we come to Tate, the world's biggest pushover, letting Miles walk all over her and treat her like a doormat. I couldn't stand this doormat behavior, honestly. Yet she keeps coming back for more, reeking of desperation and utterly devoid of self-respect. His hand is still wrapped around my foot. I'm staring at it. Holy hell, his thumb is just moved, deliberately moved, stroking the inside of my foot. My thighs clench together, and my breath halts in my lungs, and my legs tense, because I'll be damned if his hands didn't just caress my foot before he pulled it away. I have to chew on the inside of my cheek to keep me from smiling. I think you're attracted to me, Miles. Girl, please, the only thing Miles should be attracted to is therapy after having a relationship with his stepsister. But that isn't even the worst part. The worst part is that they have a child together. What was Colleen thinking? What drugs was she on when she wrote this? Some may find Tate's actions to be realistic and appropriate considering her situation, but her lack of self-respect was disgraceful to read about. I don't care if it's all in the name of love. Miles didn't even love her for most of the book until he came to his senses and she let him walk all over her again. Additionally, her relationship with Miles reminds me of a child trying to please an adult. His eyes focus on mine for several seconds. Don't ask about my past, he says firmly, and never expect a future. I absolutely don't like either of those rules. They both make me want to change my mind about this arrangement and turn and run away. But instead, I'm nodding. I'm nodding because I'll take what I can get. I'm not Tate when I'm near Miles. I'm liquid. And liquid doesn't know how to be firm or stand up for itself. Liquid flows. That's all I want to do with Miles. Flow. For the love of God, let's stop romanticizing emotionally abusive men. Miles Archer is shit. Say the word ox. Ox, he says, with slight hesitation. I smile. I love the word ox. It's my new favorite word. This girl is down bad. Tate had absolutely no self-respect. This may be part of the plot, but it was absolutely despicable. She let Miles walk all over her and decimate her feelings to a pulp. She was spineless and pathetic, which was infuriating. Even when she would say or think something sassy, she would never follow that up with real actions. Also, this part in the book snatched my ability to speak. Thank you for this baby, she says from the backseat. He's beautiful. I laugh. You're responsible for the beautiful part, Rachel. The only thing he got from me was his balls. She laughs. She laughs hard. Oh my God, I know, she says. They're so big. We both laugh at our son's big balls. Enough said. I don't think there is anything else to say after this. We both laugh at our son's big balls. That child is not even a day old. Oh my God. Oh. Cut it. Now the second book, which is All Your Perfects. I can't deny, but this is one of Colleen Hoover's better books. Colleen Hoover usually writes male characters that I despise, but Graham is far better than all her male characters. This time around, though, I despised the female main character, Quinn. She was incredibly selfish and uncaring for a supposedly caring character. Overall, she was very unlikable for me. She acknowledges her behavior, but she doesn't care enough to change. Trauma, grief or not, but nobody deserves to be treated the way she treated Graham. I know that she is hurt and grieving because she couldn't have children in the book, but she was literally basing her entire self-worth. And at one point in the book, every person's self-worth on having children. Constantly going on about how she and her body are broken and how she is failing her responsibilities to Graham but not being able to give him a child, which he has never said. Quite the contrary, he tries to make it clear to her multiple times in the book that he is with her because he loves her, and while he may want to have children, he is ultimately okay with not having them because he is with her because he loves her and not because of her ability to give him a child. Although at some points in the book he says things that were offensive at times, and he also did things that he shouldn't have done, and yes, I'm talking about the part in which he cheats. It is unforgivable to cheat on someone, and the book is 300 pages of angst, depression, sadness, and betrayal, and everything gets solved in the last 20 pages. It felt very rushed. However, it is worth mentioning that they apologized to each other and renewed their commitment. But overall, it felt like, I don't know, underwhelming and kind of rushed after all that build up. Still, this book is far better than Ugly Love. So if you want to torture yourself with Colleen Hoover books, then read this one instead of Ugly Love. And that is all. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another big review video soon. So till then, goodbye. Bye.